Okay, think about this. What if there was a wind turbine for your home that actually adjusts with the wind? Is that even possible? So here's how it works. When winds begin to increase and become dangerous, Harmony does something incredible. It furls. What that means is it begins to close its scoops together. This not only allows it to protect itself, but it also allows it to keep spinning in a high wind, and it continues generating electricity. Most other turbines out in the market can't do that. They often have to shut down in a high wind because they will spin out of control. So then what happens is when the winds finally die down and aren't dangerous anymore, Harmony can unfurl, or rather open its scoops the whole way, and continue harvesting the wind. So this furling mechanism is really special with Harmony.
Hey guys, I'm Chris Moore, founder and CEO of Harmony Turbines. We're working hard to bring to the world the first intuitive, convenient, easy to use, small scale wind turbine that's actually something you're going to be proud of having. Our vertical axis wind turbine has patented furling technology under the covers, along with our own simplified axial flux generator and our proprietary charge controller, all in one umbrella under Harmony Turbines.
These days you see a lot of solar on homes, but not a lot of wind turbines. Why is that?
You don't see a lot of wind turbines on houses out there. You could literally drive around to 1,000 homes and probably not see one. And there's a reason for that. It's because all of the products that are on the market right now, in our opinion, they're not reliable, they're overpriced, they're terrible return on investment, they break down in high wind conditions, they actually have to shut down in the high wind conditions, so you're wasting the most valuable wind resource you have available to you.
There's how windy it is. And
there's my competition.
Here's the wind turbine that is not doing anything.
We're looking to change all of that, to do it better, to do it from the grassroots and the ground up.
How is Harmony solving this problem?
We're solving this problem by having vertical axis wind turbines that can take wind at a moment's notice from any direction. Then we're dealing with the high wind conditions with our furling technology. We can pull in maybe 10%, 20% and keep right on spinning at maximum power production right through that high wind event without any interruption. We had to build a lot of technologies to work with such a unique piece of technology like Harmony Turbines. There wasn't anything on the market that operated in the generator range we needed, so we had to build our own generator. We call it our simplified axial flux generator. There wasn't then any good charge controller to pair with that generator, so we're building our own charge controller. These things take a little bit of time and money, but in the end, they're going to be worth it.
How do you know there's even a market for residential wind turbines?
We have 48,000 potential customers waiting in the wind. People that have literally written to us, have requested to either be a partner with us, be a customer with us, be a distributor or a marketer or a salesperson. We have people coming at us from different companies wanting to actually produce larger units or smaller units of our units that we're developing right now. So they are coming from all over the world. 48,000. That is not a made-up number. That is real statistics, guys.
Why is Harmony raising funds? What's the purpose of this raise?
Because it's not cheap to develop this technology. We have to be able to pay our employees to do good work, to do the R&D that we need to do before we can start baking the cookies. I always say to people, we need to finish making the recipe before we can start baking the cookies. R&D right now is figuring out the recipe to make all of this technology work together. We don't want to be raising a single penny beyond what we need to get into production. So our goal here is to do the absolute bare minimum amount of raises we need to get over the R&D hump and into low volume production.
What's in it for me as an investor?
Look at what's going on around us. We have to decentralize power. Everything is moving to smaller scale and decentralized models. Harmony can be both scaled up and down. Just because we're launching with units that are this size behind us, it's just what we're picking to go with for our first initial flagship product. They can grow in size greatly. We've even looked at units that might be 50 or 100 kilowatts in size, all the way down to boating and RV sizes. We've even been contacted by groups like the Peace Corps and branches of the military looking for technology that they can use in deployment situations for disaster or combat areas. These could be used when a hurricane hits an area and there's no power. They could drop these down in cargo containers and up out of the cargo containers you have Harmony turbines pop up, unfurl, and begin spinning and producing power. So you can do all kinds of really cool things with our technology. Almost any market around the world where you're looking to capture a clean energy renewable source is now going to be open to us. Wind is an abundant resource around us, so if we're the first company that can do this right, that can hit a home run with a product that you're going to love, that you're going to be absolutely amazed with, the functionality and the convenience, the ease of use, the cost, if we put all that together and do it right, you're going to have a product that you're going to love. And that means all of our investors, all of the people that have backed us are going to get to capitalize on that success. Basically, what we're hoping is that if you can really get behind our product, if you can understand where we're coming from, what the drive is behind our project, our motivation for the team to push forward and bring something like this so special to the world, we would hope that you would consider becoming an investor in our project, because this is really something that could make a massive impact on giving the world some hope for a better future, a better tomorrow. We need to capitalize on our renewable sources around the world. We need to do it smartly, intelligently. We need to do it more economically than it's been done before. And Harmony is hoping to play right into that role with the first truly responsible and affordable, convenient, easy to use, personal and small business wind turbine that could be out there on the market. If we do this right, it could be amazing. There's a phrase that I really like. If not us, who? If not now, when? So why don't you consider becoming part of the change and join us at Harmony Turbines. Thank you. Harmony Turbines. We now have the power to change the world.